conditions of our land development. And because nobody up here asked anybody about it, this was one of the sticking points. They wanted to bring their modular that they have already here. And I know this is going to start a whole lot of stuff, but our building inspector has stated that that could not happen. It would be easier if they put in a new one. Now, what they're trying to do is, because they say they don't have paperwork, but it's too many people who have the paperwork, and that was one of the stipulations. So if we approve this, I would like it to also be read in that the modular that's being moved has to be brand new. And if nothing else, I will go back and get the paperwork, because that's what we approved. We spent 2 years on that land development. That was the approval. That was one of the conditions. And anybody that was here should remember that that was one of the conditions. Now they're trying to change that condition. So in essence, they're working around what we actually approved.
Can we table this, Mr. Solicitor?
I'll
Make a motion.
I guess address that.
Address this. This is a.
You know,
I gotta talk to the engineer.
Speak to. They're not asking to do anything different than what was before.
Okay.
I've read the letter that stated the conditions the council had. There's nothing referenced in there about a modular. I wasn't here.
It was referenced in the whole plan, and I'll go back and get the plan.
Mr. McBlain, the only questions I just wanted to make sure I bring up is that this letter itself, not that it hasn't been complied with, but this letter was giving a conditional approval based upon them satisfying some review letters. There was 2 different letters. I'm not sure if they did that or not, but let's assume that they met that condition. But this letter is basically making the statement of what the conditional approval is. I do not see in this letter any condition, unfortunately, about this new.
It's in the plan itself.
No.
It was in the plan itself.
Okay.
And if I need to go back and get everything, I will.
Well, we could look at the plan to double check.
It was in the plan. I'm telling you, it was in the
We
plan.
can check on that.
And you know what? We can call the building inspector who worked on this.
Oh, no, we have a plan, so we can look at the plan to see if it's.
How much did he help
Just
you out?
another question.
He buy you gas?
The latest I've been hearing from the school district, whether it's the old or new building being installed.
You're getting all this time.
They're explaining to
Thank
me
you.
that at this time, they have decided that it's more cost efficient to bring the old building. But the old building does not have the fire safety separation requirements that they need to meet per the approved location on the approved plan. They said they have to deviate from that. So when it was come time in my report, my question to you was that typically that is done through an amended land development plan. So as long as the school district, just to save time with getting a vote and getting the plan reported, then we make sure that they have like a revised plan that gets amended. And then if so, my question was going to be is that can they have the plans reviewed by the engineer directly in order to circumvent a planning commission meeting to just simply see if the plans are sufficient with a minor deviation? Or does any
But
planning
you're
commission...
asking us to amend it without...
No, I'm not asking to amend it yet. I'm saying that the school district needs to ensure that they know. If they have to remove that location, I believe they need to amend the
They would,
development plan.
what I'm asking,
And that's my question for
what I'm
you.
asking you to do is simply reaffirm what you did last September.
Okay.
All right, this doesn't include any changes. If the
Okay.
school district now wants to swap out, a new building for an old building, and that old building does not meet the specifications in the plan, then they would have to apply to you in the future to amend the final land development plan.
Yep.
That's not what I'm asking you to do tonight.
That's
I'm not
all
asking-
that was my question
Yeah,
in
I'm
this
not asking
answer.
you to change anything. They just said, hey, we're getting towards the end. We never did record the plan that was approved. Our 90 days has elapsed. So therefore, the borough must reapprove the plan. If they're going to change that plan, I agree with Mr. Rodriguez that if they want to vary from what the plan that was approved before. They have to submit something, they have to submit it to you. I don't think it has to go back to step one, where it goes out to the county planning department.
And our planning commission just gets reviewed by our engineer.
Yeah, just.
And if it seems reasonable, we would make the recommendation. And then it-
That wasn't the
but then
way
they
it
get
was before.
re-recorded, the new plan.
If they make an amendment to the plan, everyone should be, because we have to, we are the ultimate that vote on the end of it. So he should not be making the final decision
No,
on
I'm
that.
not
You
making
never
a
said that.
decision, I would
You
make a
never said
recommendation
that.
for you to decide.
Listen,
I'm saying-
Madam President,
But if they want to.
I want to make a motion to
plan
table
twice,
this because it's too important of an issue until the solicitor and the engineer can review it. Because if the school district wants to make changes to this property without council's approval,
Well, now.
They're not making changes.
No, Paul, this is just so they can,
They can move on.
so no, they have to, what they were supposed to do when we approved this last
Right.
year, they were supposed to file it with the county
Right.
in 90 days.
okay.
They didn't file it in 90 days.
Was
So
that-
what we're doing is only approving what we approved
Right.
last year.
Okay.
We're not approving any changes
Okay.
or anything. So
Okay.
we can do this,
If
it's
they want,
on,
if they want to
Okay.
do what Mr. Rodriguez was describing, what they
Right.
need to do is
Come bring
send in
back.
a new plan. It
Yeah.
would first go to Mr. Rodriguez for his review.
Okay,
All right, Mr. Rodriguez would make a recommendation to council,
okay,
and you would vote on the amended or new plan.
are we
okay.
circumventing the planning commission though? Cause I know when it came back before,
Fall under
something
you
had
and
to
you
go
and
under the
engineer,
planning
right, John?
commission.
No, I don't believe you would. I mean, this
Can you
is.
check that out? That's all I want. Just,
I
can
know
you check
they
that
ran-
out?
They got the flowers planted.
For the Colwyn,
I will check it out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sure.
All right.
All right, can we make a motion?
I make the motion.
I second it.
What is the
What
motion?
resolution?
Can you read the motion to
I don't-
approve the resolution?
I apologize, like I said, I put this together late this afternoon. I guess it would be.
21?
Reapproval of the final land development.
21,
21 is our
20 didn't
next.
pass, so-
2014.
21 is our next
20
one,
didn't get
is our
passed.
next. 2014-21 is our next.
Twenty didn't get passed,
20 didn't get passed, so do you want to use 20 for this?
21.
And
20,
then if you
skip.
consider that, the
You
one that
can't
got
skip.
tabled, if you
20's
consider it in
under
the future, we
table.
get a new number.
This would be 21, John.
20.
20,
20?
20, resolution 20.
God bless us.
Okay. 20, got it.
Can you pass that to her? That's my son's copy.
Pass that to her, it's her signed copy.
And also, Mrs. Brown, I would
Did we
like to
pass it yet?
sign-
Now,
Let's
You
vote
can't
on
sign it till we pass
Roll call
it.
vote.
Roll call.
I got a blank one.
Mrs. Prey,
Yes.
Mrs. Van Auken,
Yes.
President Williams, Mr. Lesher,
No.
Mr. Muser.
Yes.
Mr. Brundage.
Yes.
Mrs. Kamara. Motion passes unanimously.
All right, Mrs. Brown, before the meeting is over, I'd like to sign the facility use procedure.
Yes, I have that.
Can I get a,
I am.
can I
I'll
get a
put one on my
motion
head. I got unanimous
to approve the solicitor's report?
Can I bring up something for the solicitor? A question from the sewer authority?
Yes.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
I just
Go
wanted
ahead.
Go ahead,
to
John. You got
check to see how the
Man.
plan was, the repayment agreement was coming along. They ask me every month when I go to the meetings.
It's in progress, ain't it, John? Negotiations?
The sewer authority has sued us, so the ball's kind of in your court.
Well, they're waiting for a plan. They, you know,
Payment
they're
plan?
waiting for an agreement.
Well, I won't, we won't talk about the specifics of it here, but I've proposed something to your solicitor.
That's what I.
On your court,
Send that
right?
So it's already-
last
the
You
proposal-
made a proposal from the borough.
Okay, was that
I mean, I'll-
30 days ago, or?
It was longer than that, but I'll circle back with your solicitor just to make sure that our lines of communication weren't fouled up, but,
Okay.
you know, there was a proposal that I discussed with him, that I've also discussed with council, and, you know, that was,
Okay, so you're saying that they need to accept the plan?
yeah, but I'll go back to your solicitor just to make sure the lines of communication
Okay,
weren't
'cause,
fouled
yeah,
up.
there is some confusion.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve the solicitor's
I
report?
make that motion.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed. Engineer's report?
To highlight it, just a couple of items for the budget cost that we're looking for on the garage floor. We're still waiting for the manufacturer's engineer and the manufacturer's rep to give us that information. And the other item to highlight is that the sanitary sewer repair project, the company was swerved. They were given notice, the council approved their contract, and based on their schedule, they're hoping to start work possibly in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And that concludes my report.
Question for the solicitor, engineer. Council have any?
Yeah, I don't have no questions.
Okay, can I make a motion?
I'll make a
Can I get
motion to accept the engineer's report for the month ending September 2014.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Mayor's report?
All I gotta say, we're making good progress. Why you keep hollering out, man?
I'm a taxpayer, man.
I don't care what you is, you ain't got no business hollering out. That's Madam President's
Oh,
job.
Lord, have
Does
mercy.
anybody got any questions for the mayor?
Yes, I would like to know all
Keep your mouth shut, man.
This is my mouth. I'll hold.
Well, you just,
I think we need a motion to accept the mayor's report.
You guys can talk later.
He didn't have any. He didn't have one.
Motion to accept.
He didn't have one.
He said progress.
He said progress, so there is no need to vote on progress.
Can I get a motion to approve the mayor's report?
make that thing.
I'll second it.
Did he say progress?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Nay, you mean? Do you mean nay?
Nay.
Is that just Mrs. Prey that said nay?
6 to 1.
What report?
Can I get a,
There was no report.
There was no report, he said progress. Why are we voting on progress now?
is,
Okay, we're
No, he never voted on progress.
one or two
He
nays?
never voted on progress.
Was it, did you say no too?
I didn't say anything.
I said yes, if we vote on progress, let it be in the minutes that he said progress and we voted on it.
I want to thank
Do a roll call vote.
Station 92 for a very successful night last night with all the children. The fire protection, it was a very good turnout. And all I want to say is keep up the good work, and I look forward to the Halloween.
I enjoy myself. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, Madam President? If, you know, that need to be uncalled for, really.
But that's the audience.
Okay, the next thing on for all business, as council president, I refuse to make this motion. If someone else would like to make this motion, I will not make this motion on the floor.
What is it? What is it?
It's under old business.
Okay.
It's the first one on the list.
I don't have a agenda.
Well, I mean, if somebody can answer the questions that need to be answered about the gasoline purchases, which I cannot turn my head on 40 gasoline transactions that seem to me look like Phillips. Now, do I know who filled, excuse me, do I know who filled the cars up? No. But, just like the Secret Service, when the guy jumped over the thing, okay, the leadership of the fire company can no longer, I can no longer accept the leadership of the fire company and the gross mismanagement of their gasoline account, okay? Because as soon as I seen 15 fill-ups and I got that bill, I would have realized right then and there, okay, we had a problem, but it went on for 3 months. Okay, I call it getting over, and somebody got over on the taxpayers of this borough, and they're blatant in your face about it, and I voted to table the motion last time because I believe they needed a chance, okay, but the only chance we have is to change the management of that fire company. In order to do that, The fire company needs to be suspended. It's not gonna hurt fire service because Darby #1 makes all the calls anyway.
And we're gonna have to give up, can I?
We're not gonna-
Is there a motion?
Madam
Do
President?
whatever.
Did anyone make a motion?
There's no motion on the floor at this point, so why don't you've called for,
Someone to make the
You're not
motion.
calling for it. Can I
Madam
ask-
President, I'll make the motion to, here, I'll read it out loud to everyone, to suspend Colwyn
Excuse me,
Fire
I had
Company
my
Station
hand up to
92
be
from
recognized.
operating as the officially recognized fire company for the borough of Colwyn indefinitely and appoint Darby Fire Company number 1 and 2
You didn't have discussion
in
on
the
the motion.
official recognized. All fire emergencies will be handled the same as usual from responding to fire companies in District 4. Notice of intent to rescind ordinance number 535.
Seconded.
And I make a
535.
motion to table it, and my question was,
35.
535
it says.
is 535 is in the book, but I make a motion to table it. Martha?
Ordinance 535 designates 92.
You ought to know about gasoline, Tony.
And I
You
have
had
a
plenty of
question.
lotties and plenty of gasoline.
Excuse me.
And coffee and everything else.
Madam President, I have a question. I had my hand up. I'm doing the right thing. So can I ask my question?
They got a chance.
Okay,
Pay the
thank you.
gasoline money back.
My question to you, Madam President, was that borough tax money? Or was it the firehouse money? Because okay, then we need to sit down and figure out what is what. Because under the Act of 2008, the only money that they have to explain to the borough, because they're not contracted, they're not our employees, they're their own entity. The only money that they have to explain to the borough is tax dollars money. If we gave them tax dollars, you understand what I'm saying? If we gave them $8,600 from the fire tax fund, then they gotta tell us what they did with that $8,600. But if that card is on their account, if it's from their money, whether it's right or wrong or what they're doing, we have no jurisdiction over the firehouse
You didn't
money.
shut the place down because they didn't have a liquor license, Miss Tony. You took a fire company that had $500,000 worth of assets and you threw it in the trash can. And now we got a fire company that's leeching this town. Everybody's filling up. Everybody's filling up.
The state shut it down.
The state didn't shut this down.
There's a motion and a second on the floor.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. The state
The
shut it down.
order in Colwyn isn't going to stop until this board, everybody on this board, stands up and says, the firehouse people, whoever it may have been, took a credit card, did 40 transactions of gasoline, and nobody didn't say a darn thing about it.
I have a question.
Okay,
How
but
did we get their bills?
You got plenty of
How did
gasoline
we
down
get their
there.
bills?
They emailed
We
me.
got those bills. If they're going to the firehouse, we should not have their bills on the table. Now, I just want to put this in for you on the road. You are responsible for